Kel Rhodes, how's it going with you in the land of Los Angeles these days?
Well, it's going pretty good.
That's awesome. And I see you got Pride and Profanity released, and this product, I should say, sounds quite interesting. The sound quality is very, very fine mixture of, it's big, the
The
quality
sound
of it.
quality, the sound quality of Pride and Profanity is different than the two previous records. In the two previous records, we actually did more to change or alter the sound for a certain way. But on the Pride and Profanity record, we went for a real clean, pristine, beautiful recording of it, like really, like very, very clean, very sonically, um, really, really, done very well. Wanted the sound of it to be different. The sound of the fourth one will be
Hmm.
even different yet. I'm using a completely different piano.
There's
Actually, in Pride and Profanity, you
right.
hear two different pianos. You hear two different grand pianos, and at times they get spliced in together.
And Kel, where was this recorded?
Was recorded at Musonia School of Music.
Okay.
It was recorded also at the man that was the recording engineer. His name was Paul, and he had his own studio and his own remote service, and then also was recorded a little bit in Woodworks. That's a studio that my producer owns. So it was recorded in actually four different places, really. Either the school or a studio, one of three or four different studios.
Now with this, I'm sure you're very pleased with the product and how it turned out. And there's probably nothing you wanted to change about it, would you say? Is it perfect in your eyes?
Good question. I would say that I'm never that happy with anything that I write because I always think I could do better. However, what would I change? If I had the financial capability of doing so, the end part of Tigress of the Underworld, it would be really, really awesome if that could have been an orchestra instead of synthesizers and keyboards. But there was financially no way for that to happen. So I had to do the very, 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 very best that I could. And we used synthesizers, and we used some different kind of keyboards, and we also took sounds from the piano and played them backwards. And that's how you get the sound at the end of Tigress of the Underworld. And I'm very proud of that. I like that piece. If you don't know exactly what I'm talking about, you should go listen to it when we don't get done talking, because I'm very happy with that. But usually, I'm always thinking that there's something to be desired. I'm not my biggest fan. I mean, I really think there's a lot of more work I could do.
And one other subject we gotta touch about is the artwork on this. Where did you design this concept?
Oh, I know a artist by the name of Stone Malone. When people come to Musonia School of Music and they walk down the hall, they see a beautiful picture of Randy with a blue background, and got the blue in the eyes and everything. It's something that maybe you even see yourself, like on the internet. I don't know. It's anyway. This guy Stone Malone, he's an artist, so I talked with him about doing the cover of my record, and so he painted a picture for me, and the picture that he painted is what's on the cover. And I have the original painting, the actual painting that it came from. I have it here in Musonia, and he did what I asked him to do. He made an old, like a Victorian house on an island, and the water's engulfing the island, and they take the piano out of the house to go on a boat, but the boat never gets there, and the piano and the house sink into the water. Pride and Profanity. The pride, actually, is how beautiful that house looked when it was built, how gorgeous the piano was, how great it sounded. But this being Earth, well, The house and the piano is all lost. It's destroyed. It's ruined. It's underwater. That's the profanity part. And there's an allegory to be made between that and the music. The music is like, very, very beautiful, very austere music, but I'm the one that made it, and my life's fucked up. That's the pride and the profanity.
Now, to create all this beautiful music and, all of its content, I'm sure you've put a lot of hours into deciding.
I did indeed. I never worked so hard on a record in my life. It took 4.5 years to write all that music. One on there where I sing and a girl sings. It's a small part of an opera that's in Latin. Now, I didn't write the text that the people sing, but I wrote the whole thing, the music, the whole deal. That's 4.5 years writing, 4.5 years to write that material, over the period of about 2 years to record it, maybe a little less, but about 2 years, and months and months and months and months to do the artwork. Remember, if you open up the record, you see a piece of art that corresponds to a piece of music. Well, all that stuff had to be created or photoshopped or whatever, and we had to come up with just the right image that represents the piece of music. I don't know if you were aware of that, but when you open up the cover, the wallet, inside is a piece of artwork for every single piece of music except the 11th piece of music, and there's no mention of it. If people leave the CD on too long, they're going to be like, whoa, hey, there's another song here. Whoa, because it don't say. It just says 10 tracks. Actually is 11. I got 20 Canadian dollars the other day, and I sent the guy the CD anyway because I loved the way the bill looked. It was so beautiful. I'm going to put it in a frame. The Canadian money was very, very like a piece of art. It was gorgeous.
Must have been the new $20 bills.
He sent a new $20 bill from Canada, and I'd never seen anything like that. It was really, really gorgeous. Really, really well done. Beautiful. I mean, sometimes countries have, like, I lived in Brazil for a while. The country have a kind of plain, I mean, the money looks okay, but I mean, it looks like it's from a third world country, a South American third world country. The bill from the Canadian country was very well designed, and it was really beautiful when you hold it up to a light and you see the holograms and stuff like that. Very, very nice. So I like it so much, I don't try to get it changed into dollars. I just going to keep it and frame it.
You're just going to collect it, and that's great.
Right. I got it sent from somebody in Canada who bought my music, and I'll tell you an interesting story. They were in a hospital for a long, long time, and the day they got the CD was the day that the guy got released from the hospital. So he's always going to remember those songs by the fact that that was the day that he got out.
Now, Kel, where do you buy this CD?
Really, not a whole lot of places to buy it. You can buy it from Amoeba Records, but you have to kind of be here. So what I suggest people do is it's really simple. They just write a letter here. They don't write a letter. They send a money order or whatever. I don't recommend putting cash in the mail. I mean, some people, they do it anyway, and I always get it, but still, I say like a money order, cashier's check, whatever. They send me some money here at Musonia School of Music. The address is well known. It's on the internet. I suppose it doesn't hurt to say it, though, huh? It's 12111 Tierra Street in Valley Village, California, USA, 91607. And they just send me the money. And if it's from out of state, they have to pay for the postage,
Of course.
So somebody from Canada, if they send me $20, I'll send them a CD, and I'll package it up, and I'll, fill out the customs, and I'll make sure that it's sent to them.
And Kel, how's Musonia School of Music been doing? Keeping very busy these days?
Well, Musonia School of Music is almost ready to enter its 65th year. And we are still, by the grace of God, in operation, our 65th year. And we are continuing, and, it's not like it once was. At one time, there was children waiting in the lobby. You were here. You remember the lobby?
Of course.
children waiting with trombones and violins and clarinets and French horns and cellos. This place was busy. You couldn't get a place to sit. But that was a long time ago. It's not that busy anymore, but we're still afloat. Let me tell you something. I see people all the time driving slow down the street, snapping pictures, getting out of their cars, walking around our front yard, taking pictures, taking pictures, taking pictures. People know about this place. This isn't a secret. People know about Musonia School of Music.
Well, I hope you have a great week, and
I hope you have a good week too.